Yeah. Let me on PowerShell.
Okay. So to start off, I'll type it for you. Dollar outlook. New hyphen object hyphen object outlook application. Okay, so you can either type this out or paste it. It totally depends on you. I would recommend both. I would recommend because
Mm,
you need to have a feel of what this is. So you're creating a new Outlook application object in the backend so that you can utilize it, like how you utilize Outlook, the
mm,
app, to access your mailbox.
mm,
Instead of using GUI, we can create a partial version of it. It basically opens endpoint, a COM object with which
mm.
you can interact with your mailbox and read or download emails here. Right. Just run it. Okay. Now type dollar outlook to see what's inside it, like to see what's present, like what does it hold? Yeah. Now run it. Yeah. See what's inside dollar outlook because our variable dollar outlook includes the newly created COM object, right? So you want to see what's exactly inside it. Yeah. Scroll little up, you'll see that it had opened a Outlook with version 16.2. Scroll up instead of yeah. So it basically opened your Outlook and as created in a COM object. So yeah, that's that. And now you need to open your mailbox, right? So Outlook application is fine, but if you recall, when you open a mailbox, if you have multiple profiles, it actually asks you to select a profile. That's what we need to do. And before that, do you have multiple profiles in this machine, like just a single mailbox that you're using with Outlook, or
Just a one
that's good.
mailbox and one. I just download for this purpose actually.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Look dot get name space map. Okay. The next line would be this. So the namespace is how you pick your profile. Yeah. Dollar namespace equals.
It is not popping up.
It's in the chat. It's because this is a variable that we are creating. So whatever is
Oh,
present inside the variable, it will pop up. This is what we define. So whatever we define, it won't pop up. Dollar outlook will pop up if you have necessary spaces there. Just always use. We practice that now itself. So whenever you create a variable name, dollar namespace, give a space between the equals, before and after, so that it yeah.
okay.
Now that get namespace will pop up. Just hit backspace and then dot get and it will show up. Dot get namespace will be there. If you see, it's yeah. Now inside it, mappy within quotes, double quotes.
Okay.
hmm Now run it, select it, run it, and see what's inside namespace. You can just
Okay.
type dollar namespace in the blue screen and then hit enter. You don't have to. Yeah.
Mm, enter.
No, just type dollar namespace, run it, see what's inside it. Like how you create a dollar outlook, that variable you created a COM object, and you went on and saw what's actually inside it. So we have also created a namespace now. So you want to see what's inside the namespace, dollar namespace, that variable. You want to see what's inside it. Yeah. hmm Yep. See what's inside it. To give you an idea of what is actually happening, we are running this each line and seeing what's actually inside it. Scroll a little up, take a look, see if it makes sense. What's the content of it? If you see the server is outlook.office65.com, basically that's the endpoint that you will connect to. And it might sound gibberish to you. The auto discover XML that you see, the XML thing, that is used to resolve your email address with your mailbox. So if you see your display name is there, your legacy DN is there, your SMTP address will be there, cynthia.sky@outlook.com and things like that. So these are the configurations that is already present in your machine. So it basically fetched the MAPI profile that's already present. And if there are multiple profiles, we might need to select do some more steps. But yeah, this is it. So you basically are selecting opening Outlook and you opening this profile. Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
let me do this. All folder was dollar namespace dot. Check this. Let me type it out for you. Okay. So inside the namespace, do dollar namespace dot get default folder. Dollar namespace or dollar namespace dot folders. Yeah. We see
On the
what are the
news.
folders that are present so that we can later get into it. Uh,
Um,
okay,
Folders or
it backspace.
mhm,
Okay, use get default folder. Yeah, folders is there.
default.
Okay, use it. Folders is there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Now run it to see what are the folders that are present. Hmm. And selection, yes. Now scroll little up, little by little. Yeah, scroll little up. So
Mm.
scroll little up. So I think it just gave you your root folder. No, okay, no problem. Do this. Um, dot instead of dot folders, do dot get default folder.
Okay. Right.
Default folder.
Space or just one word?
Um, one word and the default DFAULT. So you can just remove everything after dot, and then if you type get, it will assist you. Yep.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you have to close it.
Nothing inside.
Yeah, nothing. It's just run it to see what
Mm.
actually happens when you run it without anything inside. Yeah, it throws you an error. It says a required
Mhm.
parameter was omitted because that is a function that has a
Mhm.
parameter. Like there's a function you have to pass a parameter. But what do you pass? So pass one to it. One, the default folder. See what happens if you pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah,
Okay.
just run it. So you need to get into each of your folders to actually get into your attachment, right? So it's not under the scope. Yeah, okay. Now it 6. I want you to get these errors because only then you'll know how to face them on your own.
Mhm.
Now it end. Yeah. Now
What
scroll a
is
little up.
six?
Yeah.
What is
six
six
is your
and how you know?
6 is your default root folder because I've been here. That's why I've asked you to try one first. So if you want to look
How
at the
you know
documentation,
six is default folder?
yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted you to have that issue. As soon as you try this function called get
Mhm.
default folder or dot folders, you'll face an issue. So what will you do once you face the issues? To look up Microsoft documentation on Outlook.com application. I'll just give you a link to Microsoft document.
Oh, so you know that it is a default
Yeah, I know
folder is
that.
6.
I've used
Oh,
this
okay, okay.
before. If not,
Okay.
I'll
I
refer
thought
the
maybe
doc.
you saw over here somewhere, so that's why.
No, I didn't know. I
There's
know.
some
So it
logic.
would
Okay.
basically requires any of the script that you write will
Mm-hmm.
require to do you to do some sort of a research. Like it'll require you to look up a specific command. Let it could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
You'll face issues, but finding your way out is the key. It can say it takes some time though, but yeah, if you scroll a little up and to see the folder name and the folder path, scroll a little up in your partial screen, the blue screen. Yeah, up, not down, up. Yeah, of course. Yeah, down. Sorry about that. Yeah, get default folder 6. You went down. Actually down. Actually down. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the 6. If you see IPM node, you can skip that. Scroll a little down. If you see user red item count, there were 2 items in your inbox folder, right? And you can see it, the 100 item count. There are 2 items.
Okay.
Them
Yeah,
are
yeah,
100.
yeah, yeah. Yes.
Scroll down. Take a look at the folder path. Just look at the folder path. It basically says your Outlook email address slash your folder name, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If you want to get into a different folder, you have to iterate over different numbers and get to that specific folder and then later get those attachments. But for now, we can use
How I
this.
know? Okay, how I know? Like,
Hmm.
so my default folder will be 6. Okay. So if I have some I have multiple folders. So
Hmm.
for that purpose, do I need to like it's only numbers or some others or characters as well?
Yeah, I'll give you the reference for it. Yeah, just give me a sec. I'm looking
Okay.
at Microsoft documentation.
Okay. Okay. So this is the file folder part
Hmm.
in.
Sec folders collection. Yep, got it. One sec. These are the default ones.
Mhm.
So take a look at the article. So all of your default folder names, it'll be
Mhm.
present there. You'll see the number of each of the folder. Take a look at your chat and open that URL.
Calendar. Okay. Oh, okay. These are the values.
Scroll a little down. You'll see for each. So OL folder is sort of a prefix. The calendar is the actual folder name. Conflicts, contacts, deleted items. Scroll a little down. You'll see. So these are all the folders that will always be present.
Okay. Makes sense. If we create it, it
Hmm.
will like it should have.
Okay. Yep. And think about it. What happens if you create? Usually, people when they use Outlook, they might create folders within these. So these are the root folders. You can't add another root, but you can add
Mhm,
folders within these. Any of these. So let's say in inbox, you create another folder where you sort. You have a rule which basically moves emails from a particular sender to that folder. So
mhm,
what happens then? How do you access it? So because it's inside the inbox, we know the inbox is in the number 6. Go to your
mhm,
partial. I'll show you. Okay, before that, open Outlook. I'll just show you where it will be in the GUI. Yeah, in the GUI. Open it. Now right click in inbox and then create new folder towards your left, towards all the way to your left. Yeah, right click on it to under your inbox.
mhm.
Select your inbox. Yeah, right click. Now create new. Yeah,
Nice. I
no
don't
problem.
see.
One sec.
Mhm.
New folder is created out for you. Okay. It might be because it's not activated, something like that. Try a different folder, uh,
Mhm.
or try it in your root, in your email address, india.sky@outlook.com. Right click on it and see. No, new folder is created out. It could be because
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not.
activated. No problem. But that's how you do it. Once you create it under any of the folders,
Mhm.
inbox or drafts or sent,
Mhm.
it will show up there. It could be because you're yeah. I'll try.
Mhm.
Sure. Still
Mhm.
not there. No problem. But some sort of a client issue. But that's where you create. You can minimize this.
Okay.
So if yeah, that's where your folder will be. So you are into your inbox now. The namespace
Mhm.
dot get default folder 6 will show you inbox. What happens
Mhm.
if you have created a folder inside it, right? So
Mhm.
that's when you use dot folders. Do dot folders on line 5 after whatever you printed typed dot folders dot
Dot
folders. Now,
folders.
so this is the function. Okay. So it has a parameter like no, not don't run
Mhm.
it. Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
how you use get default folder? There is a parameter for that function get default folder. Likewise, folders also has a parameter. So you have to open and close braces there.
Mhm.
Open and close. Yeah. Now inside it, you'll define the folder name that you created. Like if you gave your folder name something like Cindy as personal or something like
Mhm.
escalations, appreciations, resolutions, whatever you want to create, you'll have to mention it here. Like whatever you've already created that you want to access it. Use double quotes there. Uh, open and close double quotes. Yeah, double quotes here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now inside whatever folder you've created, because you're creating it, you'll create a name for it. So that name you'll use here. If you want to look up that specific folder inside inbox, type something.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay,
Makes sense.
gotcha.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
good. Now let's move further. Now you can do one thing. Dot folders, just remove dot folders.
Mhm.
Just remove dot folders. Everything after the dot. No. You have to
Mhm. Mhm.
take
Yeah,
control C.
I just
Yeah,
want to copy and
yeah. Remove everything after.
uh,
Okay,
I
so
can use
yeah, you can
numbers.
keep that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Now, before dollar namespace dot get default folder, you know this gets your inbox, but you have to
Mhm.
save it somewhere. You have to create a variable and assign it to this, right? So for that, do dollar folder equals whatever we have in line 6.
Mhm.
Dollar like line 6, go to the start of the line. On line 6, go
Okay.
to start of the line.
Uh-huh.
Create a
Uh-huh.
variable called dollar folder. Dollar folder equals whatever we have there, it will be there. Space equals space. So we are assigning this
Mhm.
inbox to this variable called dollar folder. Why we do it? So that we can access it later. Whatever we want to do, we'll do it with that. Okay. You're able to get it, right?
Yes, I am. Should I run it?
Yeah, run it. Yeah, you have to run it.
Okay.
Okay. Now that folder contains your inbox. Now you have to see the items like even okay, inbox is your root. So you're inside the folder. But what about the emails present within them? So to read those emails, you need to do dot items. In a new line, type dollar folder dot items. Folder dot items. And run it to see what's inside it actually. Yeah. Dot items.
Mhm.
Mhm. Now run it to see what's inside it.
Oops.
So
That's too much.
everything inside your inbox just
Mhm.
popped up. Okay. Do not worry. So you can scroll a little up to see to take a look on what exactly the item is and things like that. Scroll a little up, and this your some OneDrive email, and so this stuff is HTML stuff. So these could be your headers, or if there is any table, that could be it. Yeah,
Mhm.
scroll a little up. So this is an actual email. So whatever you're seeing that in HTML format. So this is
Mhm.
something about OneDrive. So likewise, you'll have different emails. So scroll all the way up to see if you have anything else there. Yeah, this is a lengthy email with a lot of tables, I guess. Much, but that is it. So yeah, scroll a little up. You'll see you're seeing the CC field, right? And when
Mhm.
it got received and what the subject is and if it's read or not. things like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
scroll a little up. It's better to always see what's present within it before you proceed further to make
Makes
sure that
sense.
you're good.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, now we're good. So line number 7 will say dollar emails equals dollar folder dot items.
Mhm. Dollar
Emails equals
emails,
the line number 7. We can just type it in line number 7, dollar
emails.
folder dot items. Because we did line 7 to understand what's inside it. Dot items, not
Mm-hmm.
items. Dot
Dollar.
items. The same line
Dot.
number 7. Dot items.
Okay.
ITEMS. So why we're doing this? The same reason why we did all the lines before it. So we got the emails inside the inbox, but we have to store it inside a variable so that we can later
Mhm.
access it and only get the stuff that we want instead of printing them everything on the screen, right?
Mhm.
Let
Okay.
me know if you're able to understand this.
Can you repeat this part?
Okay, so okay, the first line number 6, why we did that? We went to that inbox folder, but
Mm-hmm.
when we just used get default folder and used the namespace, it'll print everything. It'll print about the inbox folder in your screen. But for you to access the inbox folder, you have to actually assign it to a variable. So we use dollar folder here to get it to the inbox folder. You're able to get that, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Same way, we need to access the emails inside the your inbox, right? There are
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
multiple emails
Mm-hmm.
there, and for
Mm-hmm.
you to access them, you have to save it somewhere so that you can later filter out and just get what you need. And that's why
Makes
you're
sense.
doing line 8. Dollar emails equals dollar folder dot items. Yeah, that's why you're doing this. We just type it. Okay. Now do one thing. Dollar emails dot subject. I think there was a folder. Dollar emails dot emails, not rm. Just to take a look on what is present. Dot
Dot.
dot. Mm-hmm. So scroll a little down. Like in the pop-up that you have, you can actually scroll it to see what are all the properties of it. Yeah. So these are the functions. The one with the purple cube are all the functions that you can utilize. Scroll a little down. Scroll a little down. There's sort. There's string. There's for each. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Image. Do dollar emails. Okay. You have to actually get into each item. Do dot subject. See if you're able to see it, or dot
There is no.
attachments. The reason why I'm not able to see subject or attachments is because dollar emails is an array. It's a list of your emails. Only if you get into a specific email item, you'll see. Yeah, uh, yeah. Dot subject or dot attachments. Just type it. Subject. And now
Dot
try and run it
attachment.
to see. Yeah. No, 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 just dot subject would do. Just run it. We're not sure if it will return us any. Okay, no problem.
Mhm.
Do dot attachments. It might or might not because, okay, sure. Attachments, MENTS, not EME.
Mm-hmm.
Attachments. Ah, no. It should be there. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Now run it. Okay, no problem. It could be because we are in an array. No problem. Delete lines 9 and 10.
9 and 10. Okay.
Mhm.
I will
Delete line.
keep it. I just
Okay, okay,
make
sure.
it.
But still, I don't think those are necessary. Those don't actually have any results inside them, so we can skip them. Do
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
dollar emails and then select hyphen first one. Dollar emails and then pipe it to
Emails. Then
mhm,
I.
uh, pipe, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a array, a collection. So select hyphen object space, select hyphen object. always whenever you use pipes or anything, always keep the spaces so that it'll be. Also select that there is a typo.
Mm-hmm.
Select hyphen object, SELECT, not. If you use proper spacing, it will actually, yeah, select hyphen object, hit tab, space, hyphen first. If you recall, we used this command letter earlier. Hyphen first will basically give you the first, and then, yeah, and then space one. Just give you the first item from the top. If you use last hyphen one, it will give you the last item from the bottom, like the only one item from the bottom. Now use another pipe there. Space, pipe, space, space, pipe,
Okay.
space. Yeah. Select hyphen object, space. Now do star subject star,
Mm.
star subject
Star,
star, star,
star.
star. Yeah, star. Why we using star? Once you type it, I'll let you know.
You
Star
mean
subject star. Yeah,
this one?
that is too. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Subject SUB. Yeah, subject star star.
Then star again. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why we doing this? So we are looking for the keyword subject. Any word can be present before or after the keyword subject. So
Mhm.
like how you see in the screen, there is a task subject. You see the blue
Mhm.
screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth line, there's a task subject. So that's the actual subject. You want to get all the properties that has the keyword subject in it. Now do
Okay.
comma, attachments. Attachments. Now run this to see, at least for the first email, we'll see the subject and the attachment here. Yeah, you're able to see. So there is a subject is confirmation your Microsoft account is waiting, and there is a attachment and it's a COM object. It doesn't matter, but we are at least able to see that the first email has an attachment, right? Or does it?
Where is attachments?
Okay, in your blue screen,
Mm-hmm.
there is subject and then the content of the subject and the task subject and the content of task subject, and then there is attachment, and then it says system dot underscore com object. It basically is in a format that you're not able to read right away. It doesn't matter, we can later retrieve it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now do the same thing, comment out line number 11 so that you can later refer it.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Go to a fresh line. Yeah, new line. Keep
We
it.
need to
If you
write new
highlight it, you
statement.
might trample it. No, we're not using that. Go to
Okay.
new line. So we know we have a collection. So
Mhm.
whenever we have a collection, we have to iterate over each of the element in the collection. And to iterate over it, we can use for each. Do for each.
Why it's not popping up?
Create, type it for each, and then open and close. Open and close. Yeah. Now inside it, dollar email or dollar item in dollar emails. I prefer dollar. Yeah, sure. Dollar item
Item. Item.
in space dollar emails. Dollar emails. If you see, we have our emails under the variable called dollar emails. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then
Yes. It has to be plural. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So basically, what it means is we are going to iterate over each item in dollar emails, and after the braces, open and close a curly after the
question.
brackets.
You said I prefer emails.
Yeah,
Okay.
it depends on you. Where you say dollar item, you can call it anything. You can even call it dollars India. It basically
Mhm.
is to refer the item when you are iterating over it. Like if I do
So.
dollar email,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can use dollar email. I'll let you know. We'll do both to see what actually is the difference, and you'll know. Instead of dollar
Okay.
item, you can type dollar email there. Dollar email there. No, just change dollar item into dollar email in line number 12.
Okay.
Dollar email in dollar emails. No. not like that. Let me
Oh,
type it out for you.
in
Mm-hmm.
dollar emails.
Okay,
Okay, okay. No, no, I got it. Okay,
you
I
got
got
it.
it.
Also,
Okay, no, I got
there is
it.
an
Okay.
issue. Uh, why there is an issue? We already have a collection in the variable called dollar emails. If we
Mm-hmm,
call it dollar emails again, yeah, that is
mm-hmm,
a recipe for failure. Will not get it. So the first dollar email should be dollar email. Dollar email. Okay. Okay. Now it a space and then open and close curly. Open and close curly. Curly, not the square ones. Yeah. Yeah. Now inside the curly, it enter. It enter. No, it enter, not space. It enter. Backspace and then it enter. Yeah, it enter again. Now it up arrow and then it tab. Tab. Why we're doing this? So that we can read it again. Now, if you create for each within a single line, it will be uneasy for you to refer back to it later. If you have proper spacing, you'll know what exactly goes inside the for each. So this is the basic for each syntax. You basically have a collection, and then you have a variable to iterate over the collection. You basically define anything. You can call it anything: email, dollar entry, dollar item, whatever you want. Basically means for each entry in dollar emails, you'll use that variable to read it. Okay. uh, yeah, you can do that. Copy line number 11 without the comments.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, paste it in line 13. Paste it in line 13. Now what you need to do is remove select hyphen object hyphen first one.
This one?
This one you have to remove select hyphen object hyphen first one, even hyphen first one, and pipe. Remove one pipe, not both. Just remove one pipe, and it's dollar email instead of dollar emails. Dollar email instead of dollar emails. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what we are exactly doing is the first time around we had to manually select an item in the dollar emails collection. Dollar emails is a collection of all the emails in your inbox. Okay. So to see what the subject and the attachment is, we have to actually select it, right? But in line 12, 13, and 14, what we're doing is instead of selecting the first or second or whatever number the email is, we are reading the subject and attachment property of all the emails. How do you do it? Is to create a for each loop, and then dollar emails holds all your emails, and dollar email is what your each instance of your email would be. Just run 12, 13, and 14. You'll know. Run 12, 13, and 14. No, you have to include 14 as well. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Now run selection. Yeah. If you see, you have about 4 emails there. Yeah.
No, I do have. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it's only
It
two.
could be in your because you're in a focused. Yeah. Go to other. Go to other. No, no, no.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Towards your right.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there
Focus
also.
mailbox is sort of
Okay.
funky. You
And
see,
two.
these are two different emails, and those are the two
Yeah,
different emails. Yeah.
three. And
Yeah, that's
how
a
come
feature
this
and all.
one? Okay.
It's a draft because you type something. You select it. Select the draft item. No, 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 no,
Mm,
no. Don't delete it. Select the draft item. Yeah, select it.
okay.
Now discard. Towards your right, there's a discard. Pop out and discard. Yeah, discard.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gone. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can minimize it.
Should
Okay.
I run it
Basic.
again?
No, instead of running it again, do one thing. In the for each loop, for each,
Mm,
instead of dollar email in dollar emails, do dollar
mm,
item in dollar emails. Dollar item in dollar emails. Yeah, you have to replace there as well. Good
dollar
catch. Yeah. Item. In same
items
way,
or
change
item?
it in line 12 as well. Yeah, line 12
Items
as
or
well.
item?
Yeah, you can just call it item or whatever you
Okay.
want. You can basically this is what you call it. You can call it whatever you want, but remember someone has to read it. So make it sensible. In line number 12, instead of dollar email, dollar item. So I'm doing this so that you will have an idea of what exactly for each is for. You're seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
right? Before we use
Yes.
dollar email, and, and
Mm-hmm.
and exactly why we call it dollar item or dollar email is to call it. so that we can use it later. That's what we do in line 13. So you define it in line 12 and then you call it in line 13, the dollar item. You're able to see that, right? But let me know if
Yes.
you're not able to understand. It's an
Yeah,
iterator, like, yeah. Now run it to see, you'll have the same results. Run 12, 13, and 14. Yeah, you got the same results. Okay, good thing. Now,
Now we're supposed to have three, not three because no, we have only three emails in the system.
no, it's actually 4. Go to other. Go to
Still?
other. No, focus is 2 emails.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, yeah. Okay, I got it.
Other has
Okay.
2.
Yeah, but
You
discard the
sort of
okay.
tried and
Okay,
replied
makes
to it.
sense.
That's
Yeah,
why
okay.
we saw a draft.
Yeah,
I
I
discarded
got
it.
it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. No worries.
Okay, so we are inside it. So
Okay.
we have to actually get the attachment. Let me refer what's under attachment. Once, okay, so let's do okay. In line 13, you can copy line 12, 13, and 14 and comment it out. Copy line 12, 13, and 14 and comment it out, so you can later refer it.
And copy
And then
and then
comment it.
paste in.
Yeah, again.
How can
Now,
I comment it out all
uh,
together?
yeah, no
I
problem.
can do
It enter.
all.
It enter in line number 12. I'll let you know. It enter in line number 12. Instead, don't highlight it. Select
Uh-huh.
in line number 12. It enter. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And enter, not a space.
Oh,
Enter.
okay, okay, got you. Okay, enter.
It up arrow.
Up arrow.
Up arrow.
Okay.
Lesser than. Type lesser than symbol. The lesser than.
What is lesser
So
than?
shift where you have comma. So lesser than,
Shift.
greater than, the
Oh,
operator.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Not greater, lesser. That's greater. Yeah.
Oh, comma,
Lesser.
you okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then type the hash key. Shift and then 3.
Shift and three. Okay.
Yep. Now after line number 15, hit enter.
Mhm. Okay.
Hit enter. No, not
Enter.
space. Enter. Yeah. Now it hash key and then the greater than symbol. Shift dot basically. So
Makes
what it
sense.
means
Okay.
is it's called
Mm-hmm.
multi-line comments. It'll be useful when you're writing some sort of a description inside your scripts. This is what multi-line comment is. So basically, if you enclose anything within that, it will be treated as a comment.
Makes sense. Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Now, in line number 18, remove that. Line number 18,
18.
remove everything. Yeah.
Okay, remove
Remove the
everything.
whole line, just the the content. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now type dollar attachment equals dollar attachment equals
Attachments or meant?
anything. We just
Okay.
creating this, so we can call
Okay,
it
okay,
whatever
makes sense.
we want. Equals
Okay.
space equals space
Mm-hmm.
dollar item dot attachments dot attachments. Yep. Now hit a dot to see if there's any other functions inside it. Dot class count. Scroll it down. Scroll it down. Scroll it down. Wait a sec. Let me see. Okay, that would do, I guess. Okay. Okay, just hit maybe. Okay, hit backspace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now run this and see what's no no in line number after line number 18, hit another space enter. Yeah, after line number 18, yeah, hit another enter. Do dollar attachments dot dot there's nothing there. Okay, in line number 18 itself, do a dot to see what are the properties so that we can call it in line number 19. In line number 18, towards your end, where you call dollar attachment dot, dot item. Yeah. It backspace and it dot again. Did it not pop up anything? So it backspace. Yeah. Yes. Wow. Okay, redo
Maybe
it again.
because
Yeah, it
because
could be
of this
because of
one.
this. Yeah, backspace. Remove this.
Mhm.
Remove this. There's a straight. Okay. Yeah. Now scroll a little down. Scroll a little down. Scroll. Use dollar item. The item. Yeah. Select. Yep. Close it. Close it. Like dot item. You have to close it.
Mhm.
Now in line number 19, do dollar attachments.
Attachments.
Hmm. Now run
Dot.
it. Now run line number. No,
Just
nothing. Just yeah. Okay, you have to give it a thing. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me see some sort of a documentation. Okay, okay, we don't. Okay, we actually can't read it in parcel. I just took a look. Okay, no problem. Remove line 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So we have an attachment, but we need to create a file name. It tab key, tab. So do you have the attachment name? Go to your Outlook folder, see if there is a name for your attachment. Yeah,
It's one,
one,
two,
two,
three,
three,
four,
four,
five.
five dot text. Yeah. So we know there
Mhm.
is a attachment. Okay.
Okay. We need to give our here name.
Instead of dollar item, do I mean dot item? Do dot file name to see if there's any dot file name. Dot file name.
Dot.
File name.
There is no file name actually.
Hmm.
Okay. I can write then.
Just type it here to see if it's
File
name.
name. Okay.
And then okay, and then do dollar attachments in line number 19. Dollar attachments in line number 19. So I was able to see this method. I'm trying to actually see if we are
Attachment.
able to read it. Yeah,
Okay.
mens, yes, with an S. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can pipe it to right host to see. Might work, might not work. Pipe right host. You know what right host does, right? It will print
No.
stuff to your blue screen. Right host. Right
Oh,
host.
right. Okay.
Right host. Hyphen host, not space.
Hyphen
Host.
host.
OST. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now lines run lines 17 through 21. You have to run. Yeah. See what happens. Okay, no problem. Uh, attachment file name. Okay. Okay, no problem. So okay, in line number 18, remove dot file name.
Okay.
Okay. In line number 19,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dollar attachments. After the pipe, remove right host. Right
Okay.
host. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Instead of that,
Type
do
also.
no, keep the pipe. Where object. Where object. Mhm. Yeah. Now, yeah, tab it. Open and close curly braces.
We need to give a space also. No?
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, inside the curly braces, do dollar underscore dot file name. Dollar underscore
Underscore
dot
dot.
file name. Dot file name.
Dot. Mm,
file name,
mm,
space. So basically, what we did in line number 18, $item dot attachments dot file name. When we
mm,
have to use it under where object, we have to use this syntax $_ dot file name instead of
mhm.
$file name. Yeah, okay. Now
Okay.
hyphen eq hyphen eq eq is a
Mm,
comparison operator where it will try and match it
uh-huh.
with whatever you want. Now it's space. Now double quotes, open and close it. Double quotes. Yeah, inside the
Mhm.
double quotes, your attachment name. Your
1, 2,
attachment name.
3, 4, 5.
File.txt.
Dot next. Okay.
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 Now,
Run it.
no, don't run it straight away. In line
Mm,
number 19, after whatever you typed,
mm,
another pipe, and then
mm.
for each type, what's it? I'm sorry, I'm running some sort of a cold. Yeah.
Bless
Open
you.
your curly and open and close your curly.
Okay.
Now it enter inside it here. Now, now it enter inside it,
Enter.
enter.
Okay.
It enter
Oh,
again
okay.
so that we have proper space. It up arrow and then it up arrow and then
Mm-hmm.
tab. Why we are doing tab is because there is another loop, so there needs to be a distinguishing. Okay. Now $file name equals.
File.
We're just creating it. You can call it anything. File name
Okay.
equals. You can also call it
Name.
attachment name equals $_ dot file name $_
Dollar
underscore
underscore. Okay. Dot.
file name.
File name.
Now you also have to create a file path. Okay. Now hit enter.
Enter. Okay.
$file path equals. So we're creating another variable.
Dollar
Why we're creating this variable is
file
because uh,
path.
any, yeah, to download any item, you need to define where you actually need to download it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
by default, if you use GUI, you'll save under
Mm-hmm.
your downloads. But in Partial, you have to mention it. So file path, give it a path. Any folder within your file folder architecture, like it could be C, D, whatever drive you want, wherever you want. Double click it, copy that, yep, copy it,
Okay.
and then within quotes, paste it. Use double quotes. Yeah, double quotes, paste it. Yep.
Okay.
Now hit enter.
Dot. Okay.
Okay. Now $_ save as file. $_
Dollar
as file.
underscore dot
Save
save
as
as
file.
file.
Now open bracket. Open and close brackets twice.
Brackets. Okay. Oh, okay.
Not curlies, brackets. The normal
Mm-hmm.
ones, not the square ones. The Not the
The
square ones.
regular.
The
Okay. Okay.
regular one. Shift 9 and Shift O. Okay. Twice. So within the brackets, hit it again, like create it again.
Mm-hmm.
No, within them, not outside them, within them. Yeah,
Okay.
within the, yeah. Now inside the inside it, yeah. Join hyphen path. Basically, why we're using join hyphen
Join.
path is because to we creating the attachment, right? So we have to have the file path
Mm-hmm.
with the file name. We call the file name the same attachment name that we called earlier. So the attachment name is 12345.txt. But for us to create attachment with that name, we have to give it a path. So basically, what
Mm-hmm.
we are doing in 2021 and 22 is we'll be saving that, downloading that file under C user send desktop partial slash 12345.txt will be the file name. You'll see in a minute. Space, do a space, space. dollar file path, file path, path. Yeah.
Path.
Now space dollar file name, dollar file name. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Name.
Now run it. Hopefully we have something, but if you have issues, no worries, we'll sort it out. Run it. Okay. See if you're able to go to your folder. If there is any, yeah, open it.
No, I
Open
think
it.
so. This is the old one.
Yeah, you
Again,
can you can remove it. It could be because it was
okay,
the
makes sense.
attachment itself
Yeah.
as that time.
Oh,
Remove it, run it
no.
again,
Okay.
run it again. Now go to your folder. Open it. It
Yeah.
could be because the attachment has the time in it. When you download something, yeah, yeah. Double click it, open it, see if the contents are there. Is that the file that you created?
I
Open your
don't know.
mailbox. Yeah, just open your
Yeah,
mailbox.
I don't know. I don't know how this file is over there. Okay,
Open it, open it.
attachment. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. See this?
it's the
This is
same.
how you access. Yeah, some sort of a function. So you can't actually print it out. You have to save it and to find it. Go over your script again.
Mhm,
Take a look. See if you're able to like you understood everything or not. Yeah, I can reiterate over whatever we did. Take a look
mhm.
once. I'll reiterate it over after you taking a look so that we understand what's been happening here. Look from line number 1. Always look from line number 1.
Yes, Outlook is. Check. Yes. Hmm. So first we create the variable for the
So first we are
uh,
creating an Outlook application object, like how we
object.
open
Mhm.
the application called. If you go to start and then open Outlook, that's what we are
Uh-huh.
doing in line number 1.
Mhm.
But
Makes
you
sense.
have noticed this: if you have multiple profiles, Outlook will ask you to select a profile. So that's what we're doing on line number 12. So I
Mhm.
mean line number 3. In line number 3, what we're doing, we're selecting the profile that you want. So basically, map the here. And then line number 6, once you're inside your
Mhm.
profile, your Outlook opens up and everything in your Outlook application will show up. And then you have to select a specific folder, right? Like how you would use your mailbox. You have to select a specific folder and then read an email, right? So uh, we are using line number 6 to get into the folder called inbox. And we know inbox will be
Mhm.
present under the number 6 in the function
Mhm.
called get default folder,
Yeah.
because inbox is a default folder.
Yes.
Use that.
Yeah, I got
Now,
this
line number
part.
8, we are
Mhm.
trying to read all the emails under that folder. That folder is inbox. Okay. So dollar
Makes
folder dot
sense.
items basically reads all
Mhm.
the emails in the inbox. So now we're going to
Mhm.
line number 17. So what we're doing here is there are a lot of emails in the inbox, but we have to
Mhm.
iterate over each one. We have to basically
Mhm.
select each one to filter out what attachment we want. We're looking for a specific attachment. So we're basically looking for a certain attachment in each of the email when we're doing for each dollar item in dollar emails. So we're looking for a email with the attachment file called 12345.txt, and then if it is present, we are then creating a file name and then a file path and then saving it. So scroll a little down. In line number 18, we're calling all the attachment names. We basically, for each of the email, we are seeing, we're trying to access that attachment inside that email. In line number 19, if there is attachment in that email, we're trying to
Mhm.
see if the attachment name is equal to 12345.txt. That is the attachment name that we're looking for. That's what where if an object that it basically filters out to look for that specific file name. And then if we found it, if we have attachment with the name 12345.txt, we are then iterating it. Let's say there are multiple attachments with the same name. What do you do? So for each, it's what it does for each, and then we're creating a file name, and then a file name. We are basically using the same file name of the attachment. We can create something else in file name. We can call it anything, like call Cindy or Krish, anything. So here we are using the same file name of the attachment. That's why we are using $_dot file name. Okay. In file path, we are using we need to save the file somewhere, right? So that's why we're creating file path. So if you know, any item in your Windows machine will have a folder path and then the file name. Basically, any item. If you look at any, go to your downloads. I'll tell you. Go to your downloads. Or anything. Just right click on 12345.txt. Yeah. Go to downloads. Right click on any item. Any item. Right click on any item. And add properties. Hit properties. Right click. Properties. Properties. Yeah. If you see, the location is C uses Cindy downloads, and then the file name is Citrix. Not Citrix. The file name is whatever is present in the top. The text BWID. Yeah. So that's what we're
This is the
actually
file
doing.
name. Okay.
So that's the file name. The location is your file path.
Okay.
So each of the file will have this defined. So it has to be under a specific folder. It has to have a name. That's what we're creating there. Now go to your Powershell again. I mean the Powershell ISC. Now, okay, we've created a file name and a file path. So we have defined it, not created it. So to create it, we are using the function called $_dot save as file. This is a function of the emails. So we calling save as file function, and then we can straight away give a file name here, but since we defined it, we have to join it. We have to basically combine the file path with the file name so that we can save it, save the attachment or as that file. So we are defining it in join-path. So to see what join-path does, in your blue screen, go to your blue screen. Yeah, in your blue screen, use join-path, join-path, -path, space, -path. Yeah, it's space. Now do the same. Do $file path, $file name, $file path. Okay, file path.
File path.
Space $file name. See what it actually does. Yeah, $file name. File name. Now
File
it
name.
enters. Hit enter. See what it actually does. What that function join -. No, you can just hit enter. You don't have to select it. Yeah. You see this? So basically, we define file path and name, and when we do join -path, it basically concatenates it. Concatenates the string. So that's what we do when we call $_dot save as file and then present join -path. We're giving it a file name with the full path. So basically, what it does is once it finds attachment called 12345.txt, it will save it under this name, under this folder.
Makes sense. Okay, got you. Okay. So if so basically this is a script. If I
Yep,
want
it is.
to schedule this script every day morning time around 8 a.m.
Okay.
like instead of running manually everything, if I want to schedule this script, what I need to do?
You have to say first, create a name for the script, save it somewhere, and then go to something called AT scheduler. Go to start. I'll tell you. Go to start.
Okay.
Start.
Start.
No. Start in your Windows machine. The Windows key.
Oh,
Yeah, the Windows. Yeah.
okay.
Now, task scheduler. Task scheduler. Task task
I don't think
scheduler.
so. Oh, I don't think so. I have.
You'll have it. It's a default task scheduler.
Oh, oh, okay.
The default in all Windows machines, even on Windows servers, you'll have it.
I
So you
don't
can
know.
basically, you basically create a task here which will run at a certain time. You can even define how many days it has to run, which days it has to run, and which script it has to run, and things like that. You basically configure it here to run it every day, every hour, every week, whatever you want. But that's how you do.
Okay. Okay, so I
Your
see.
script does require a few changes if you're going to use this. Let's say the file name cannot be the same. It might be differing each day, and you might be needing to filter it based on subject instead of $_file name. You might be needed to filter it on subject, and you might even need to filter it based on the date. You might need to filter it on current date. You have to create a text for current date and then filter it out with that. So it makes further tweaks if you're going to schedule it. But this
Yes,
is
if my
the base
file
of it.
name have a date, like for
Yeah.
example, if my
Mhm.
file name is this, and
Mhm.
then date, so I can do a
Yeah. Now, okay.
this.
I'll give you a sample on what the date could be. Go in your blue screen. In your blue screen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do get hyphen date. Get hyphen date.
Yes,
Hyphen date. Just type date. DAT. Hit enter. Hit enter just to see what's inside it. Now it up arrow once. Up arrow once. Space. Hyphen format. Hyphen
space.
format. No, no, not a space. Just hyphen format. Format.
Okay.
Format.
Okay.
Space. Space. DD Y or just Y. DD
D D
M should be in
Y
caps.
Y Y.
Yeah, M. So it can be in any sort of form. Is I think minutes. So it has to be uppercase uppercase M. Yeah, uppercase shift. Yeah. Now hit enter. Basically, it gives you the date, the year 2022, and then the month 10.
Hmm.
So your file name could be in this format or DDMMYYYY. It can be in any format. But you'll basically
Okay.
create this inside a variable and then use
Mhm.
this inside $_dot file name equals whatever string you use there inside those codes. You'll replace it with this string that you created here.
This
Uh-huh.
one get
Yep. That's how
okay.
you filter it out based on dates or something. So your attachment also has to have this date string inside it for you to
Like
attach it.
this.
So you have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Uh, also,
No,
okay.
but if the file name is 1235 and then date and then text, that is
Mhm.
my yeah.
Okay. Go to line number 18. After line number 18, give yourself couple lines, couple lines. Your line
Okay.
number 19. Go up arrow.
Uh-huh.
Line number 19. Dollar. Call it date. $date.
Dollar date
You're just calling it. Yeah. Equals whatever you have in your clipboard.
equals
Control V. Control V.
control V. Okay.
Yeah. You basically be getting that string. Okay. Now in line number 20. Dollar. Dollar.
Dollar.
Call it to find or attachment to find or attachment to filter like uh, no not to actually to attachment to filter or attachment to find yeah
To
find. So
find
we're basically creating a space equals space. Now use double quotes, open and close double quotes. Now type 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5.
mm-hmm.
Now after the double quotes
Mm-hmm.
it's space plus plus
Less. Okay.
plus yeah
Shift.
shift. Mhm. Not that plus shift
Oh,
equals
plus.
uh-huh,
Okay.
plus a space dollar date. We've created the date, right? In line
Yes.
number 19 we're calling it dollar date
Date
space plus
plus
space
space.
within quotes, within double quotes dot txt.
Uh-huh.
Double quote, dot txt.
TXT.
It has to be dot
Is it
txt, exactly dot txt, because the file name will have a
okay?
dot there. Yeah. Now just run line number 19 and 20 to just see what's present. 19 and
Line
20.
number 19, 20. Okay.
Now type $to find in your blue screen. in your blue screen, type $to
Mm-hmm.
find. Dollar to find.
Uh-huh.
No, type
Okay.
$to find.
Dollar to
Mhm.
find. Okay.
Enter. Yeah, basically I created we created the matching file name there. So instead of dollar hyphen eq within those quotes, or remove those quotes and type $to find. Even remove the double quotes. Only if you're defining a string, you have to define double quotes. And if it's already inside a
Mm-hmm.
variable, $to find. Remove the double quotes. Remove the double quotes, and it has to be $to find.
Okay.
Remove the double quotes. Yeah,
Okay.
$to find. Basically, yeah,
Dollar.
what it will do is it'll look for the file name with
Mm-hmm.
this specific name. The name would be in your blue screen 12345 28 20
Mm-hmm.
22 10.txt. So this is
Mm-hmm.
how you create. So
Makes
this will give
sense.
you a basic
Okay.
idea. Just save this. Don't lose this. But yeah,
Yeah.
let me know if you
Okay.
have any questions. I'm happy to help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I save it and then I will try to work on my
Okay, yes, sir.
work
Okay.
computer. So then
Uh-huh.
you said, okay. So once I save the script, I can schedule in.
Schedule it with task scheduler. Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to use this one. Basically I just need to schedule by date
Yeah,
and
I'll
time.
give you the basic gist of it. Do create task towards your right. There's a create task, right? Create task. No,
Yeah.
no, no. The third one.
Create
Yeah.
task. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Basically, you have to give it a name, give it a description. You can change the account with which it runs, so that that is
Mm-hmm.
on. Yeah, just call it anything. Yeah. And if you see, there is something called security options, right?
Mm-hmm. Where?
Security. Yeah, there. Just no. Little down after description. Security options. Everything that is present when running the task. Use the following user account. No, the same tab. In the
Yes.
same tab. After description.
Same. Uh-huh.
After description.
Okay. Okay. Security options.
So
Okay.
you can use the same user that you're running, or if you're using in a server, you might need to change the username to any service account. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when you change user or group and then select the service account. Okay, and then
Okay.
yeah, you can that's it for this tab. You can also give it a description. Now go to triggers. Yeah, triggers. Select
Okay.
new.
So,
Select new. So basically you'll define it at time. So when you want to start it, you want to just run it once, you have to run it daily, you have to run it weekly, monthly. See this, you can even repeat it every day or repeat it every hour.
mm-hmm.
And how much long this script can run, basically selecting a frequency with which this file has to run. Yeah. Right, okay,
Okay.
just okay, guys. Now select actions. So it new. So this is where you call the script. It browse. Yeah. System 32. Look for no. Don't change the folder. Don't change it. Backspace. It back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look for PowerShell.exe in the search. PowerShell in the search system 32. No. In the search. Yeah. PowerShell. Shell. Shell.exe. .exe.
Dot E
Xe. So exe basically means executable.
X.
Yep. Wait for it. Select the third file. So basically what you're calling, yeah, select open. So what happens? See, yeah, wait. So basically you're calling the PowerShell first. So for you to run a script, you have to open PowerShell, right? So that's what you're doing here. You're running a program and then calling your script. So your script should be called in add arguments. Arguments, just add arguments. Yeah. Here, hyphen file name, or let me give you a link for it. That'll be better for you to refer later. Scheduler or short scripts. Check. Let me see if this article is really relevant. Okay, yep, this should help you. Yep, wait a sec. You can refer the article later, but I'll first let you know. Hyphen file,
File.
hyphen
File.
file, space, the file name of the script that you want to run. The full name. So if under C uses India, yeah.
Documents, where I save it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the file name.
Not this. You have to run the script. Remember, you have to run the script and not the attachment that you. This is the attachment. So basically, you're running the script to save this attachment. So the attachments is your script name, I guess. Yeah, attachments. The second. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
your
yeah,
actual
yeah.
script, which will save your attachments. Yeah, copy as path. No, just use copy as path. Right click, copy as
Okay.
path. Copy as path. Yep.
Okay. Copy as
Now
path.
go to
Okay.
task scheduler. No, it's control B. Okay, yeah, this should work. So if you hit OK, what this basically does is opens partial.exe and then executes your file. The file as your script, and the script saves your attachment. You can also have conditions, but this should just start this every day. Go to conditions. These are the conditions. What happens if it keeps running? What happens if there's no power? What happens if it's running if it's running in battery and things like that. Go to
Makes
settings
sense.
just to see what's there, and allow tasks to be run on demand. To do you allow users to run this? And what happens if it keeps running for more than 3 days? Do you stop it? That's that. And can you forcefully stop it and things like that? So these are troubleshooting stuff. It okay. It okay. So you can in your task scheduler library towards your left, left, not right, left. Yeah, expand that. Yeah, attachment.
Oh, okay.
That's,
An
yeah.
attachment
You can
system.
disable it for now, else it will keep running every day. But yeah, that's what it does. It basically run that.
Yeah. So if
If
there
you
is no
see the
file,
next runtime,
then it
yeah,
will throw error, na?
yeah, it will throw error. If the
Uh,
attachment is not there, it will not throw any errors. But if the file itself is not there, like the script itself has any issues, it will throw an error. But yeah, it shouldn't throw you an error if the attachment is not matching that string. But this is how
okay.
you do it. I have also attached an article to create items and task scheduler what to do with partial. Go to the chat and save that
Makes sense. I
so that you
have
can
one question actually for you.
yeah.
Like attachments is there, and we got the attachment. But if we have multiple emails, but in the script we did not define the email name, na?
Yeah,
Or
instead of
we,
the same, like how you defined line 21, instead of file name, you can use subject to filter it out. In line 21, see, in line 21, basically, you're trying to, trying to filter the attachment with that string. So what you'll basically be doing is, in line number 18, instead of dollar item dot attachments, do dollar
Mhm,
item dot subject, and then filter, like how we filter on line 21, use a different
mhm,
filter it with subject. You can also filter it with 2cc, bcc, whatever you want. Basically
mhm.
pick any property, filter it out, later look for the attachment, filter it out, and then save it.
Makes sense. Okay.
Hmm.
One question.
Yeah.
Today it find this day attachment,
Hmm.
but tomorrow
Hmm.
the script will not pick today's attachment and yesterday's attachment, or it will
Yeah, that's why
because
we defined line number 19. Basically, when the
makes sense.
script
Okay, it's
runs, it
define
will
the
get
date.
that
Okay,
current date. That's why we use
only
get
the
hyphen date.
makes sense. Okay, yeah, I think so. I'm good.
Okay, then Cindy, it's been a great session, a great training session with you. Let me know if you have any comments on my session, any feedback on if you want me to improve on some place, or if you found it good, that's great. Yeah, go on.
Okay,
You have
I
any?
want to definitely more require more help from you.
Okay,
That's for
okay,
sure.
no problem. If you have any future requirements, you can reach out. Preeti.
Makes
But yeah,
sense.
that's it
Okay.
for our partial sessions. Have a great day. Have a great journey with your partial.